Yeah, we were in the middle of investigating some shit. Why does that feel so wonky? Do I need to get some shit stuff? Hello there, Vivian.
Lord Phaethon, please pay no mind to what Rain said.
I don't really remember what she said though.
That big guy's up ahead. Let's hurry.
What big guy? Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Long time no see.
You seem to be doing well, little one.
Yep, I made an awesome friend since the last time we met. My friend got a little ill before, and it was the manager who helped heal them. I didn't realize you two knew each other. The next time I head to the manager's place, will I get to see you too? You know each other? Yep, this little guy is Lucky Boo. My old boss at
My old boss at my previous workplace bought it at a discount store clearance sale. But he was a terrible boss. Not only did he shirk on paying wages, he didn't take care of his bamboo either.
Yeah, that guy, really terrible.
Then his little guy had a malfunction and the boss threw it out because he didn't want to spend the money on repairs. Really, it could have been fixed with just a simple battery change.
Vivian is the best. Vivian changed my battery. The bestest ever.
All I did was change your battery for you. It was you who earned the money to buy it.
Yeah, I'm amazing too. I earned 100 Dennies, just enough to buy a battery. So that's what that 100 Denny bamboo battery came from.
Honestly, you've got plenty of energy. But I told you before, you need to be more tactful. Haven't you learned anything?
I learned pet one Denny Boo. Give Denny.
Wow,
So you found a way to make a living, huh?
amazing.
That was such a terrible impression. So that's how I earned that. Did you need me for something? I'm super happy to help.
I know you love exploring all kinds of places. So tell me, have you come across anyone strange these past 2 days?
Strange?
You mean someone who looks hurt, scared, and kinda trying to hide where there aren't many people around?
Let me think. I got it. I saw someone like that in the desert today. Someone super similar. Desert? Could it mean the outer ring?
I don't think one Denny Boo can make it that far. Desert probably refers to the sand pit up ahead. Lord Phaethon, let's go take a look.
Did I help? Yup, you were super helpful. Yay, so happy. I wanna keep helping. You two should go and do whatever important stuff you need to do. Let's play it together soon. Alright.
One Denny Boo is just too cute, right?
Yep.
I didn't know you helped it too. I knew Lord Phaethon was the best in the whole world.
Weak man.
It seems that the person Rain and Denny Boo.
It seems that's the person. Rain and one Denny Boo were talking about. I'm afraid he might hurt you. I'll try talking to him and see what's going on. Vivian walks forward and taps the covering man on the shoulder.
Don't take me back, please. I was wrong. I know I messed up. I don't want your money anymore. Please,
What?
no.
Calm down.
Who are you? I won't say anything. Just let me go. I don't know anything. I swear, I know nothing.
We're not PubSec, the HIA, or the Ravenlock family. We won't force you into anything. There's no need to be afraid.
What do you want from me then?
We simply want to know where the Ravenlock family took you and what they made you do.
I can't say. I can't tell you. I have a family. They'll hurt them. You never saw me. Please, just stop asking.
Don't you wish to see your family?
I I don't deserve to see them.
No.
It's my fault. I was greedy. I did this to myself.
But your family must miss you dearly. I'm sure they won't blame you.
No, it's my fault. It's all on me. I don't want to drag them into this.
If the whole ship is sinking, no one on board can escape.
I'm just a nobody. And right now, there's nothing I can do to change anything.
If you care about your family and friends, now is your chance to stop the disaster before it's too late. Even a butterfly flapping its wings.
Not the
can send a
analogy.
tsunami surging across the ocean. No one knows how this will turn out. But if you do nothing now, the only thing waiting for you at the end will be regret.
That's
We're
true.
not here to turn
I
you
can't
in.
get over
won't force you to
Vivian's
confront
face
them.
card, bro. Oh
You'll
my,
be safe
she's
with
so
us.
pretty.
I'll help you return to your family. But you must tell us precisely what happened.
Hartman offered a huge amount of money,
Of course he did.
looking for workers to go into the hollow to guard something. The money was way too good. We all kind of figured something wasn't right.
And you
Thought
still
was
did
just
it anyway?
smuggling or guarding some kind of illegal ether resources, so I signed up. After we sent in our applications, Hartman's men took us into the hollow. The first place we went, there was a strange box. When we got there, they handed us some pills, saying they'd improve our aptitude for ether.
Oh hell nah.
Last longer in the hollow. But after I took them,
Of course it did. Why did you take it, you fucking idiot?
something was definitely off about those pills. When I woke up, I saw my coworkers dead in front of me. And there was blood all over my hands. They
Oh.
said something about me being a good experiment, moved me somewhere else, and locked me up. They wanted to inject me with something. I got scared and didn't know what was gonna happen. But then a blonde guy found me, gave me a carrot, and let me go.
Huh. Blonde
So,
guy. Oh, Hugo.
I didn't want to kill anyone. I don't know.
Wait. Was this from
Wasn't
before,
your fault
or
that your
does this mean
coworkers
that
died.
Hugo's still
You were
alive?
just a tool in
I know,
their
like,
hands.
there was some
You remember the
implications that
first
he
papers
didn't
took
really
you?
die, as per
Do you
Vivian
know what was in that box?
statement.
I only remember the
But
first place was
come on, how did he survive
rooftop.
getting pierced in the heart by lycons?
I think it was on top of a tall building. What exactly was in that box? I can't remember. I'm not lying. Those pills.
I'm not
they
saying
gave
you
us,
are.
They make you hallucinate. I took just one, and my mind felt like it wasn't my own. My memories turned into a blur. I'm telling the truth. I'm not trying to run from my mistakes. I just really can't remember what happened.
I know you're not lying. We'll arrange for your protection. You can rest easy and recover, and your family won't be dragged into this. Once
Yeah.
this is all over, you will be able to reunite with them.
Yeah, we got you, dude. You and Vivian contact Lycon. The mayor, representing Victoria Housekeeping, agrees to protect our worker, and we will keep his identity confidential. Soon Rina arrives, and I can't read it because I'm dyslexic and I suck at reading. You're remarkably calm.
Sometimes I wonder if you've had some kind of special training, Vivian. No matter who you're up against, you seem to analyze the pros and cons and make a judgment in no time.
Actually, I wasn't always like this. I used to run away when things got tough.
Character
There was even
development.
a point where I just wanted to disappear. As if my very existence was the source of suffering. I wondered. Perhaps leaving it all behind could put an end to the pain.
That's kind of hard to imagine.
It's hard to picture that. My first impression of you was pretty assertive.
Really?
I
My
was
first
on a
impression
mission
of her
after
was
we
being
first
such a
met.
die-hard fan for
And
Faith
just
and
as Rain said, I've come a long way from who I used to be.
Speaking of Rain, how did you get to
Speaking
know
of Rain,
her?
It's quite a coincidence that you two know each other and are actually close. You even know one Denny Boo. That surprised me. We might have crossed paths without even
Nah,
realizing it.
I would know if I
Enough
saw
about
this
me.
gorgeous lady.
Tell me more about you, Lord Phaethon. Where have you been? And what have you experienced?
Oh, I've experienced a lot. But first, let's start with the Red Fang Gang.
Looking back, it Feels like I've been through a lot lately. Belle and I even lost our faith in account. It's a long story, starting with how the Cunning Hares took something from the Red Fang gang.
As you walk along the river by Luminous Square with Vivian, you start sharing your stories. Although she wasn't part of them, she's been to the places where they took place. Oh no! Wait, I have to read it. She's been to the chaotic hollow of the Camella Golden Week. She has her favorite sandwich at Cheesetopia. And she's even received a star sticker from Officer Mew Mew for rescuing Bang Boo. You are amazed at the coincidences of life in New Eridu and how your paths have crossed so many times without you even realizing it. After a long chat, it's time for a meal. Sweet. Ooh.
It should be around this area. Belle told me there's a highly rated store here.
We're going on a little date. Nah, Vivian is way too out of my league, bruh. She's way too gorgeous for me.
I've seen that black cat on 6th Street. That harmonica in the outer ring you mentioned. I've heard it before too. I've even been to the monument outside Hollow Zero. But none of that was a coincidence. It was me.
Huh?
Following you. And now I've finally made it to your side.
Oh, really?
Ever since I was little, I had been seen as the bringer of bad fortune. I had traveled to many places and witnessed far too much misfortune. Every tear I shed brought disaster. I've heard too many curses to count.
It's not your fault, Vivian. You're just seeing the future.
I despised my own existence.
Just because you've seen it doesn't mean you caused it.
I had roamed too many places, and each time it ended the same way. I didn't know where I could go anymore. One night, I stumbled upon a post discussing me. Whether they knew me or not, everyone seemed convinced that I was the source of the curse. Some
That's
mocked
just
me with
dumb.
cruel intent. Some wished I would vanish, and others speculated maliciously. It really seemed that my very existence was a disaster. In that moment, as darkness enveloped the city, I saw lights flickering to life all around New Eridu. So many lights. And not knowing where to go, I thought, if only I could disappear into those lights. I made up my mind. And right then, my phone rang. I decided to take one last look. I wanted to know who left me my final message from this world. It was you, Lord Vathan.
Me?
Huh? Me?
Yes. And I checked with the other Lord Vathan. You were the one using the account at that time. But I know you probably don't remember it. After all, it was just an ordinary day, with an ordinary post and meaningless comments online. But for me, it was the night I finally realized where I could go. I wanted to walk the paths you had walked, see the sights you had seen. And then, one day, share it all with you, face to face.
Face to face? So what exactly did the comment say?
So, I have to ask, what exactly did I say in that reply?
Well, you'll have to figure it out for yourself. I'm not
Oh,
telling
come
you.
on. How am I supposed to figure it out? I was the one who typed it, but I just don't remember.
You're putting my memory to the test.
So, Lord Vathan, thank you. Not only for that comment you made that day, which was a silver lining for me, but also for giving me the courage to become who I am today. The Vivian standing right in front of you now.
Dang.
I truly like who I've become.
That sounded like a confession. The wind skims across the surface of the water, lifting Vivian's hair and brushing it against her cheek. The lights reflected in her eyes dance and flicker, as if eager to share the stories of the past, both the good and the bad, the happy and the sad. Emotions intertwine with the narratives, and you feel as though you're witnessing the path she has traveled.
Lycaon just sent a message. There's an update. Let's head back to the video store and go over the details together.
Alright, so continue. It takes such a
Boys,
long
you're
time.
back.
Oh,
Looks like Lycaon's tied up with something. He said I should just chill until you're back, and then we can talk online. I'll call him now.
Master Proxy, Miss Vivian. The gentleman Rena brought back has stabilized and calmed down now. Based on his account, we've identified where Hartman is hiding the core. He also mentioned that Hartman plans to trade the core with a group of people. We suspect that this group consists of members from the Exaltists.
I knew it. Now that we have the location, it would be splendid if we could seize the sacrifice core before they do.
Precisely. We hope you can head to the location as soon as possible to secure the sacrifice core.
leave it to us.
Alright, we'll get there right away.
I have other matters to attend to, so I'll leave the retrieval of the sacrifice core in your capable hands. The mayor's friend that he mentioned before will also be assisting you this time. The target coordinates have been shared with her, and she'll meet you there. Please ensure your safety, and I wish you all the best.
Okay.
Lord Phaethon, we'll head out as soon as you're ready. We must obtain a sacrifice core before Hartman does.
Let's get going.
Where's the sacrifice core?
Camille, you really think I'd stroll around with something this important?
Isn't this
Plus,
isn't
even
this
though
chick
the Ravenlocks and the
the one who
Exaltists
talked to
have been
Vivian
working
before?
together for ages? I've hardly even met Lady Dina. I'm the one offering the sacrifice core here. I'm curious what Lady Dina's got lined up for me in return.
I'm just here to verify that the core you mentioned is real. Once that's sorted, Lady Dina will give you a proper response. Our partnership isn't just talk. We need to be sure you have what we need before moving forward.
Sure thing. I'll take you to where I keep the core. Once you verify it's legit, have Lady Dina come over. We'll lay everything on the table face to face.
All right, lead the way.
It seems Hartman is trying to bargain for more. What a greedy and insatiable man.
Yeah.
It's just that. Why would they only send Camille for something as important as the sacrifice core? And I can't shake the feeling that Camille doesn't want Hartman and Dina to meet. Why is that?
Probably because she doesn't. Also, who's Dina?
So this Dina they were talking about, is she the leader of the Exaltists?
Kind of. Lord Phaethon, I really think we should hurry. We must get to where Hartman keeps the core before anyone else does.
I've planned the route already.
I've
Let's
mapped
go.
out a shorter route, but there will be ethereals along the way. I'll leave the fighting to you, Vivian.
Don't worry, Lord Phaethon. You're in capable hands. I'll ensure your safety.
Yay!
Ethereals! Stay away from Lord Phaethon!
Ah!
Can I move, please? Have I always been able to do that?
Looks like Hartman's trying to negotiate for more leverage. Don't touch it! Let's get out of here before we're spotted. Keep moving, Lord Phaethon. the enemies to me, Lord Phaethon.
More?
They're still over there. Looks like they're arguing. This is our chance. Let's hurry. No matter who has the sacrifice core, Hartman or the Exaltists, it would be really dangerous. Hand over what's in the box. Or we do this the hard way.
You sure talk big, little girl.
Oh, she might be little, but you shouldn't underestimate her, dude.
You can get past me first.
Let's hurry.
Ooh.
Lord Phaethon, the box is empty. So Hartman never kept the core here to begin with?
How did you even find your way here? Where's the core in the box? What did you do with it?
It was empty, dude. You've been
You
deceived.
call this keeping the sacrifice core safe?
Just as everyone stands confronting each other, a voice comes from behind. Is it an ethereal? Who is that? Nice hair.
Vivian, it's been ages.
Dina!
Oh my, you actually remember me. So sweet. Look at you, thriving. I thought you'd totally forgotten about our past. So, tell me, do you ever dream about the people you've killed? Are they crying in your head all night?
What?
Back then, I had no idea.
You had no idea? While you were soaking up all that love from Daddy and everyone else, you had no idea what was going on?
Dude, you just walked in here and dumped everything on Vivian. Like, dumped
Lady
all that
Dina,
shit.
Miss Vivian didn't actually...
Camille, when did I say you could meet up with Hartman today?
I just wanted to make sure the sacrifice core is legit. I was worried Hartman might try to pull a fast one on us.
Really? So loyal. I thought you'd be more like the old days.
Who the fuck do you
Just a
think you
few
are?
words from Vivian,
I
and
take
you'd
back
be
what I said about
crying
you
like
having
ice.
nice hair. It looks
Just
like
what you
shit.
did with Father.
I won't, Lady Dina.
Don't even think about betraying me, Camille. You
Stop
owe me
doing
for
that
what
pose.
we
It doesn't
did back
suit
then.
you.
However,
Freaking
I do understand your worries.
a baddie Snow White
This
wannabe.
core, it's fake.
No way! I got this straight from Hugo. It can't be
It's definitely fake.
It's fake
That
without
dude's
any
a
proof.
scammer, dude.
Ugh, seriously?
Dina approaches Hartman and calmly inserts the core into an open wound on one of his subordinates. The guy collapses onto the ground screaming. Dina wipes her hands and casts a look of disdain.
The sacrifice core can max out the ether particles within human bodies in no time at all.
What
But
the
look at your
fuck?
little subordinate. How uncouth. He's making noises like some animal. Can you shut him up? So annoying. The masterpiece Father made for the Creator. Isn't this worthless piece of junk you're holding?
Holding.
So, the real core.
Vivian, where do you think the sacrifice core is really at?
I don't know. If I knew where the real core was, I'd destroy it without a second thought. Dina, you understand what the sacrifices are. And you know those who were blessed should not have to endure such horrors.
Oh, they shouldn't have suffered those horrors. Weren't you the one who decided if they'd be blessed or not? If it weren't for your tears, how would they have encountered such misfortune? How self-righteous, Vivian. Their fates were in your hands. It was you who brought disaster on them.
Landon just needs
You're
an
one of those
excuse.
people who
He needed
blames
someone to
her.
blame. Whether I shed tears or not, he'd treat living beings as mere subjects for his sacrifice experiments. Dina, you know all of this. Landon even went so far as to sacrifice you.
Shut up, shut up, shut up! Father did it for his great cause.
Nah,
Vivian,
you're clearly
you always
delusional.
mess everything up for me. Everything.
Yeah, you just dump on your hatred
Before
on
and
her.
now again.
You're just blaming her for
You
your
had to ruin
your
my plan.
misfortune, dude.
I was so close to fulfilling Father's last wish. If you don't give me the sacrifice core, be prepared to become food for the ethereals.
I told you I don't have the sacrifice core. Otherwise, I would have destroyed it already. Lord Phaethon, find the right moment to retreat. She can be quite unpredictable when her temper flares.
Oh, really? You don't have it? Then I suppose there isn't a reason to keep you alive.
Bitch, who the fuck do you think you are? As Dina finishes her words, several explosions erupt, followed by tremors in the ground, signaling the rapid approach of numerous ethereals. In a panic, Hartman rushes to the car he summoned, taking Camille and Dina with him. Wow, and you just left us there? I mean, we can handle it.
More ethereals are coming.
By we, I meant Vivian.
What's up? Ambush! Too many. There's no chance to get out of this.
There's not too many, there's just a normal amount.
I'm unstoppable!
Don't worry, Vivian, we totally got this. You totally got this. Sablamo, Kaplawi.
Stay away from Lord
Oh my god.
There are so many.
Why the echo? Ooh,
It's ink.
how the fuck do you know? It's black goop is what it is.
Shun Palace, good fortune, closed gate, safety.
What?
An evil miasma
Ooh.
gathers here. Another place of conflict. If you wish to avoid disaster, then head southeast. Now!
Thank you.
Damn. Okay. Okay. Oh. Ooh, she's cool. Wow, she's so powerful. Are those talismans? She's like Chinese themed.
Peace and quiet. You must be wise, right?
Oh, you know me? I'm that fame.
Mayflower mentioned a special partner might need my help.
And you are?
May I ask?
Right,
Who
you should
are you?
introduce yourself first,
I'm the
ma'am.
13th generation master of Yunque Summit.
What the
You
fuck
can
is
call
that?
me Yishuan. Mayflower passed along your info, and I
Ooh,
was
I like her,
curious what kind of person you are,
gestures.
so I came to see. At first, I thought it might be a hassle, but your energy feels really calming. Quite nice, actually.
Are you the investigator?
So, you're the investigator the mayor mentioned.
Yes. He also asked me to be your temporary teacher and offer you a bit of guidance.
Who? Guidance?
Guidance? What does that mean exactly?
Unfortunately, this isn't the right time or place to talk. I have some investigation work to catch up on, and it seems you've got quite a lot on your hands, so let's part ways for now. I'll find a good time to visit you soon.
Well, damn, okay. Yishun leaves after saying this, while Vivian appears lost in thought, looking distracted.
I'm so sorry, Lord Phaethon. I'm just not feeling very well. I think I'll head back for now. I'll investigate the sacrifice core and reach out once I find something.
Oh? Okay, but let's leave the hollow first.
You don't look so great. Let's get out of here and figure things out later.
Lord Phaethon, Are you going to rest now?
Are you feeling down?
I can head back later, Vivian. You seem a bit off since we left the
Yeah,
hollow.
talk to me, girl. If you want to talk, I'm here to listen.
If you want to talk about what's bothering you, I'm here. Sometimes it helps to get it out.
I didn't mean to keep my past from you, Lord Phaethon. When I was little, people thought I brought misfortune.
Yeah,
So
I
no
already
matter
know
where I
that part.
went, no one wanted me around for long. Then, one day, Landon adopted me and brought me to the Exaltists. There, I met Dina, who was so kind to me, treating me like a dear sister. She told me her father, Landon, was a great man, who'd one day make everyone stop fearing the Hollows, so all life could live freely inside and outside of them. Dina helped Landon pick people for the blessing, and everyone in the Exaltists respected her greatly. Those who received the blessing would have a better ether aptitude, allowing them to enter the Hollow freely without fear of sudden disaster. Back then, Dina would chat with me every day, always about the Exaltists and her father. But things between us shifted when Landon asked me to step in for Dina.
Oh.
Landon told me I didn't only bring misfortune, and that if I listened to him, I could actually
Who's
help
this
people.
Landon dude, though?
After that, he'd take me to meet people, and if I shed tears, he'd give them a blessing medicine. Those who got the blessing could dodge calamities. At first, I was ecstatic.
That
thinking
has
I
to
could
be like a
help others.
scam.
I shared my joy with Dina, but that was
Oh,
when she
she's
started to
jealous
pull
of
away
you.
from me.
Was the blessing medicine the sacrifice serum?
Was that blessing medicine the same sacrifice serum Bringer had?
Yes. To
Oh,
be precise,
shit.
it was an early version of the sacrifice serum. Landon's medicine wasn't stable. The medicine Landon developed could boost abilities quickly, but also sped up the development of ether corruption. In the end, most people turned
Oh
into
my
ethereals,
fucking
and a
god.
few became sacrifices, losing all human consciousness. The ethereals were killed while the sacrifices were given to the higher-ups of the Exaltists. The Exaltists wanted the sacrifices to hold human consciousness, so Landon's medicine was seen as a failure, and he gradually lost influence within the Exaltists. One day, I saw Dina, and tears streamed down my face. In a bid to save his reputation, Landon decided to let his own daughter receive the blessing.
That's fucked
I
up.
had always thought that getting the blessing was a good thing, until I saw terror in Dina's eyes that day. That evening, I broke Landon's rules for the first time and followed him out of the Exaltist's residence. I trailed him to the Hollow, where I witnessed someone who had been blessed becoming corrupted. In the end, that person became an ethereal. Then, without hesitation, Landon killed him.
Damn.
Before Landon returned, I went back to the residence and snuck into his study. And there, I uncovered the truths I just told you. And just a few days later, it was time for Dina to be blessed. I wanted to save her and stop anyone else from getting deceived. So, that day, I told everyone present that Landon should be the one to receive the blessing, not Dina. At first, Landon argued, and no one believed me. But, in front of them all, I looked at him and let my tears fall.
Vivian starts to recount what happened that day.
Lord Landon, please accept the blessing.
Vivian, you...
Why won't you accept the blessing? Were you lying to us?
Ungrateful fools! You have no use anymore!
Wow.
Run! Run!
Dina! Dina, wake up! We have to go!
Vivian, what's happening?
Oh no.
Lord Landon's so-called blessing isn't...
Oh my god. shot in the face.
I was just... Mom, I wanna go home.
Shut the fuck up, kid.
It's got nothing to do with us. This is just what happens when you don't accept the blessing.
Vivian, was this you?
Fuck you mean?
Dina, I just didn't want you to accept the blessing. Everyone who does ends up...
I just don't want to lose my father.
Well, you're about to lose yourself, dude. You were about to be
If you knew what
sacrificed.
you...
He's my father. He's all I have.
So you...
Being self-righteous, Vivian.
You
Wow, you chose your feelings and blamed Vivian. You're a bitch. You deserve to die. Vivian shouldn't have tried to save you then.
Once Landon was gone, Dina would leave the Exaltists. I never expected her to continue his research, or that Camille would...
She's of his blood, so of course she's
Camille
also
lost her
evil.
entire
Bitch
family in a
ass.
hollow disaster. So she's always supported the Exaltists. She's not a bad person.
She is.
She's just someone searching for hope.
She's not doing
She
it right.
joined the Exaltists very early on, and even watched Dina grow up. That day, she was just so desperate to save Dina that she... All these years, she's been following Dina, taking care of everything out of guilt, I think. But I didn't just fail to save Dina. I trapped
Nah,
her.
she chose to do what
I've
she did
seen
though.
misfortune
It's
approach
not your fault.
But I can never change its course or avoid the bad ending. Maybe I really am a bringer of misfortune.
Don't think like that, Vivian.
No, you're not the one causing trouble. Whatever went down with the Exaltist, it was Landon who was pulling the strings. As for Dina and Camille, they knew the truth and they made their choice.
Yeah.
The hollows and the disasters they caused took more than just their loved ones. Not all survivors cling to obsession and hatred like those two do.
Yeah.
Lord Phaethon.
It's literally not your fault. You need to believe in yourself more.
You need to believe in yourself, Vivian. From what I can see, you're handling the sacrifice crisis pretty well on your own. Besides, you told me you really like who you've become. I hope that you can believe in that, at the very least.
Yeah, in your own words.
That'll always be true. Thank you for listening to my story today. Years have gone by, but I've never had the courage to face all this. Maybe Dina and I were meant to meet today, so I could finally spill it all out. It lightens my heart a little. Lord Phaethon, you truly are a wonderful listener.
Just come to me whenever you need. I got
Not
you,
just
girl.
today. Whenever you're feeling down, know that I'm here for you.
Always.
I will. It's been such a long day. You must be exhausted.
Nah, not really.
I'll track down the location
You
of
see
the
that,
sacrifice core and let you know what I find. Good night, Lord Phaethon.
Good night. After bidding farewell to Vivian, you head back to the video store. You see the collectible she gifted you on the table, and it stirs a flood of memories. You've been through so much lately. You hope the sacrifice crisis can be resolved smoothly, pondering the whereabouts of the real sacrifice core. Awareness sets in, and before you know it, you drift off to sleep. When you wake, it's almost noon. Damn, you slept for a long ass time. Wise. Vivian was in the store just now, but you weren't here. Did she need something? It was about the sacrifice score. The first time the sacrifice score appeared was at that auction, so she decided to try and find the security footage from after that day. It's possible more happened afterwards and we're simply unaware of it. If we can get the footage, we may gain new clues. Wise, if you have time, head to Lumina Galleria to meet up with Vivian. Earlier, Vivian exchanged the information with an acquaintance in the auction house's lounge.
Shawl, I didn't expect you to be working here. Perfect.
I was just covering someone's shift. The
Chef.
screening here is super strict, and I was afraid the supervisor would realize I was new and subbing for someone, so I hid in the control room during the supervisor's inspection. So I happened to bump into this guy, a blonde man wearing a hat, and I think he was checking some footage.
Why does she talk
He
like
logged
that? It's like
footage
some
into the
visco
TV
girl.
bot. Later, I found that part of the footage had been wiped.
Blonde, wearing a hat. Could it be Hugo?
Yeah.
Do you know him?
I think it's him. If it were Hugo... I think I know where he would hide the tape. Thank you, Shaw. You were a big help.
Great! You also helped me a lot when I started working. I used to make mistakes all the time. If it weren't
Yeah.
for you cleaning up my messes, I would have been fired ages ago. So I'm happy I could help you too.
Oh my god,
Go
that's
ahead,
so
do what you need to
crazy.
do. We'll catch up another time.
Alright, bye Zhao. After saying goodbye to Zhao, Vivian leaves the lounge.
Lord Phaethon, you're here. Someone I used to work part-time with just so happens to be covering a shift at the auction. I learned from her that Hugo once took some footage away with him. I think Hugo was planning something, so he hid the security footage. But once I know when Hugo came here, I should be able to guess where he put the videotape.
How?
We are Mockingbird after all. It shouldn't be surprising we have subtle ways of communicating information, should it? Once on a mission, we couldn't use communicators, so Hugo trained a few birds and put trackers on so we could communicate, but after that mission ended, we let them roam free.
But I just checked with their trackers, and one of those birds flew near the auction venue on the day Hugo took the footage. It still flies around here from time to time. The tracker only gives a broad area, but I believe this might be something Hugo left for us to find. If I'm not mistaken, the videotape is hidden wherever the bird is. I can't be sure which bird Hugo used this time though, but all the birds here he originally trained had at least some black feathers. Lord Phaethon, let's split up and search the area. If you see a bird, you can send me a picture of it. I should be able to recognize it. Alright. Could this be it, Vivian? A soft and sweet ball of fluff. It's hard to imagine this is the bird Hugo chose for the mission. But it does have some black feathers, so maybe this is it? This is it? Either way, might as well take a photo and send it to Vivian. After sending a picture of the panda-colored chunk of a bird to Vivian, you get a negative answer. Let's keep looking elsewhere. That's just a bamboo, dude. That's not it. Or maybe it could be. Do penguins count? Wait, penguins count as birds, I guess. And besides, using a bamboo for communication seems perfectly reasonable. What if it is this guy? Either way, let's take a photo and send it to Vivian. After sending a photo of the penguin-shaped bamboo to Vivian, Vivian said it was a long set of ellipses. Seems like we were wrong. Let's keep searching elsewhere. This should be it. A crow. Black crows in a dark alley. Seems a bit cliche, but this really is a good place to hide something. Let's take a photo of this crow and send it to Vivian. After receiving the photo, Vivian quickly responds, "That's the one!" She quickly comes over.
That's the one! It's all thanks to Lord Phaethon we found them so quickly! If it's here, then Hugo must have hidden the videotape among these boxes.
You look through the boxes and find the recording, but it's been damaged. After discussing with Vivian, you decide to head back to the video store together to repair it and check the contents before making your next move. Ferry repairs the videotape and you watch the recording. The content leaves you shocked. It's a conversation between Hugo and Camille.
If I'm not mistaken, you and Vivian share the same goal.
How is bro alive?
Silence is no good for negotiation.
I just don't want Dina to reach a point of no return.
Hasn't she already reached that point with what she's doing?
The
Ooh.
formula formula for the Landon serum was lost, but a batch survived, and Dina was able to develop a substance that can be used for mind control. She's trying to combine the two to make sacrifices that would obey human commands. If the dormant sacrifice and the remaining Landon serum are destroyed, we can put an end to this. Dina's concoction can't create sacrifices on its own.
And the sacrifice core?
That belongs to the creator, not her. Although I find Landon's methods despicable, I can't deny that the Exaltists and the creator are leading us in the right direction. I just don't want Dina to spend her life trapped by her father's mistakes.
I mean, no offense, but I find your protectiveness rather weird.
Ooh.
I will
Very
confirm
blunt.
the location of the dormant sacrifice and find the chance to relay the information to you. I do not want any of my people to be going into danger. As for the sacrifice core, I can only guarantee that it will not fall into her hands. As for how things will ultimately play out,
The creator will guide me.
The video abruptly comes to an end.
Camille was actually destroying the dormant sacrifice?
Why was Hugo never mentioned in this? Why has Hugo never mentioned this before?
Compared to Camille's motives, I'm more concerned about whether Hugo has more plans lined up.
Hugo... He...
Bro's alive.
Wise, Lycaon just sent a message saying he's got something urgent that he needs to talk to us about now.
Call Lycaon first.
Alright, let's patch him in.
Master Proxy, I apologize for disturbing you. We have just learned that the Ravenlock family will host a banquet tonight. This banquet is rather special, as they're allowing members of their family to invite business partners to attend. With Hartman at the center of controversy, there are many members of the family who are eager to use this opportunity to replace him. The mayor has been spreading rumors of a young tycoon who inherited a sizable fortune and is looking to partner with a person from an old and influential family. This information has lured a young man named Burton from the Ravenlock family.
So... you want me to pose as this tycoon and use Burton to infiltrate the banquet?
Correct. And Hartman's study...
This mission will suit you, Vivian, because you look classy
Hartman's study might hold valuable
and
information.
elegant. What about me?
It seems like there's nothing left for me to do.
You can attend as her +1.
+1? Lord Phaethon, please go with me!
Roxy, it seems Miss Vivian requires your presence, so...
Not you setting me up with Vivian, Lycaon. Let's go together then.
Sure. If we go together, we'll be able to keep an eye out for each other. I'll accompany Vivian.
I'll send you the time.
Ooh, do I get to also dress up in fancy clothes?
Evacuate immediately or contact me for backup. I hope everything goes well for you tonight.
You get in contact with Burton. He said he'll come to 6th Street later to escort us to the banquet. Is there anything I need to look out for?
Don't worry, Lord Phaethon. Just leave the socializing to me. I won't let any evildoers get close to you. But, since there's still some time before we have to go, should we watch an instructional videotape on formal dinner etiquette together? I learned everything from videotapes when I first went undercover at a banquet for a mission too. Though such a method isn't sufficient to master. It's still enough, Though such a method isn't sufficient to master it, it's enough to deal with this one excursion. Then let's watch. Yep, I'll go over the key details for you as we watch the tape. Shouldn't we go shopping for some fancy clothes though to fit in? You do some last minute sitting at the etiquette expected from a formal banquet for your mission at night. Before you know it, evening has arrived. Lord Phaethon, Burton sent his location. Are you ready to join me for the banquet? I can't fucking read. Then I'll meet up with Burton first and make sure he's not tampered with the car. Lord Phaethon, please wait for 5 minutes before joining me. It'll be safer this way.
Vivian heads off first. After 5 minutes, she sends a message saying all is good. Let's go meet up. Oh. Miss Banshee. This is... another vampire?
Is something the matter?
Ah, what I mean is, this person doesn't look like your bodyguard.
The Ravenlocks can protect me, no? If that's true, why would I bring a bodyguard? This is my companion for the evening. He heard the Ravenlocks are hosting a banquet with elites from all walks of life in attendance, so he wanted to come and make new friends. You aren't so stingy as to not even allow your guests a +1, are you? Of course not. Since you're an important companion of Miss Vivian's, you are also my honored guest. Let's be off then. My chauffeur shall take you to the port, and from there, we will take a speedboat to the manor. Very fancy, very rich. About an hour later, you arrive at the Ravenlock Manor. With Burton's guidance, you go through numerous security checks before finally arriving at the banquet hall.
I believe I've shown you my sincerity. Now how about you?
Sincerity? My presence here is a show of sincerity.
If we're to work together, Miss Banshee, you should drop your pretentious act.
I am well aware of the ways of the Ravenlock family. If I were to come empty-handed, I probably wouldn't even be able to make it out the front door tonight. Since I agreed to come with you, and even brought along my most precious companion, does that not show my deepest sincerity?
No need for such an off-color joke. Our door is always open for those coming or going.
We both know what's what, so let's cut the small talk.
Ooh.
I know far more about how the Ravenlock family made their fortune than most here. I am also well aware of why Hartman, despite such a massive scandal, still remains in power.
Oh? Do tell.
Exaltists, blessing, sacrifice, Landon. Where would you like me to start?
They're just gossiping at this point.
Who are you?
Don't be so tense. If I'm not mistaken, it's about time the banquet began. My companion and I are practically famished. Is this how you treat your guests? By letting them starve? Perhaps when we've had our fill, we'll remember where the sacrifice is hidden.
Damn, she's good.
The sacrifices.
So, can we go get something to eat now? And I'm also looking forward to receiving a special dessert from you.
Wait, that's very suggestive.
While we enjoy dessert.
Of course. I wouldn't let such an important guest discuss matters on an empty stomach.
You better not
As for
spike it.
dessert, I will prepare it myself, and I guarantee it will satisfy you. I'll come find you later. I wish you a pleasant evening.
Burton hurriedly leaves, and Vivian seems to breathe a sigh of relief. Sigh of relief.
These kinds of people are exhausting to deal with.
But you dealt with it regardless. You did
put up with it.
so good. What did you mean by dessert, though? And also, you were totally like a noble lady just now, Vivian.
Was there a special meaning to the dessert you mentioned just now?
Right.
I thought he'd stay for longer, but he left once you said that.
Hugo taught me that bringing up dessert in such situations is a way of telling the other party they need to offer more. Fortunately, that old fox Hartman is terrified of losing power. He's definitely keeping the destruction of the sacrifice and the fact that the sacrifice core is fake hidden from the other family members.
So are you gonna just
Otherwise,
expose him?
Burton wouldn't have been so willing to raise his offer. Lord Phaethon, let's find Hartman's study when the banquet is at its busiest.
Ooh, like stealth mission. Okay.
Alright. I've already taken note of the surrounding terrain. Once more people arrive, we'll enter the garden through the door in the corner of the banquet hall.
Wherever you go, I'll follow, Lord Phaethon.
In accordance with the plan, you head deep into the manor after sneaking out of the banquet hall with Vivian. It doesn't take you long to reach Hartman's study, and with a gentle push, the door actually opened. Seems like a trap to me.
Isn't this
Right.
going a bit too well?
Let's contact Lycaon just in
The
case.
security outside of the manor is really strict, but maybe it's more lax on the inside? Just in case, though, let's contact Lycaon.
Right. Having some backup would be safer.
Our top priority is to investigate Hartman's office.
Let's check Hartman's recent correspondences for clues. I still have concerns about the sacrifice core.
Right. Though the core he gave Dina was fake, Hartman might have left a trick up his sleeve and hid the real one.
Then let's split up.
Then let's split up.
Is that a good idea though? You and Vivian searched through Hartman's office for a while but find nothing. Just then, footsteps suddenly come from outside, and in a moment of panic, you hide behind the desk. With Vivian?
Esteemed guests,
See, it is a
catering
trap.
at the Ravenlock family banquet not to your satisfaction? So much so that these two distinguished guests felt the need to come to my humble office to scavenge for food. Don't want to come out? Well, after all, you don't have long left. Burton, that greedy idiot, fell for the mayor's trap. But I never expected that he would bring you into my territory. I suppose I should thank him.
What the fuck are you gonna do with that gun,
Otherwise,
bitch?
I would have had to go to great lengths to eliminate you.
You ain't eliminating nobody.
Vivian, Phaethon, give Hugo my regards. Tell him I shall be taking the wealth and power of the Ravenlock family for myself.
Hartman raises his gun, aiming at the desk, yet there is no gunshot. With a clink of metal, a familiar voice comes. What? Is it Lycaon?
How?
Dear uncle, why must we be so distant with one another?
You're
You
alive!
can just tell me what you want to say directly.
Hugo! Impossible! You're...
Uncle, you must know a Ravenlock will never stop until they get what they want. Did you really think I would be defeated so soon, when I have yet to trample you into the dirt?
Filthy bastard! You only know how to resort to these petty tricks!
Well, that is his
Petty
special
tricks.
trick. Special. Damn, that laugh.
Perhaps you'd like to know what I managed to accomplish using this faked death of mine. My dear uncle.
Ooh. Oh, hey. Shortly before.
Faking my own death. Hope it's all worth the theatrics in the end. It was just to keep Hartman off my back, but maybe I went a little overboard. The
That was
manager
very
must be pretty
convincing.
sure. I should
How?
apologize at some point.
Right. Do you have any more voice lines, dude, that I need to hear?
Guess I'll also bring Lycaon along. He's my partner in crime, after all.
So he didn't really stab you in the chest then?
You're late.
And they're not.
So strict. Spare me a moment to catch my breath, will you?
They're not actually fighting anymore? What is going on?
You're taking longer to rest than I expected.
Lycaon, you think too highly of my physical capabilities.
Fake
you
blood
for your
packs, dude.
I must say, if nothing else, at least your acting skills have improved.
Ah, they were faking it.
Why do you look so angry? You should be happy. We pulled that off together with flawless teamwork and managed to fool everyone.
Right.
Drop your foolish facade.
I'm glad.
Bro,
you still remember the code we set all those years ago.
Hugo's body's so T right now. And
for
also,
ensuring your sleight of hand
Lycaon
to
looks so
zero.
good.
Oh, right. I should
Both
also
of their
thank
bodies
the
are
blood
tea.
bag hidden in my clothes and our other props. Do you remember when we last used this trick? It was probably ages ago.
Sometimes I really don't understand you. Have you never thought about what the consequences would be if I didn't understand your code? If I decided against helping you? Or if I just couldn't control my strength properly?
You'd
Dang.
understand. Of course. If things really did go awry, I had alternative plans. You wouldn't be so arrogant as to think I'd bet everything on you, would you?
You're insane.
No, I'm flattered.
So what exactly is the purpose behind all this? Surely after going to such great lengths to erase your own existence, you don't just plan to hide here and reminisce about the past with me. Don't try to brush this off. I've already helped you enact your plan. Tell me the truth.
Don't get your tail in a twist. I have more plans that require your assistance, so naturally I would not hide anything from you. Simply put, as things stand, whether as Hugo Vlad or as Mockingbird, I am doomed to die.
What?
Seems you've made quite a few enemies.
As a member of the Ravenlock family, I negotiated with Edmund and managed to obtain resources from Tops for my future plans. I also confirmed what attitude they held toward your master, the Mayflower family. Meanwhile, I used my identity in Mockingbird to strike a deal with Hartman and gather information on their collaboration with the remnants of the Exaltists. That's where I got my intel on what Bringer left. Oh, by the way, the crime declaration letter that your dear mayor received, that was also sent by yours truly. He's probably figured that out by now, right? Though I'm not sure if he told you.
The mayor learned about the sacrifice attacks through his own means, but lacked an opportunity to take action. That warning letter was precisely what he needed.
You aren't hopeless yet. How delightful. In short, I'm more well-informed than your lot because I get around, dealing with all these different important figures.
Yeah.
But of course, it comes at a cost. It's only fair. After all, you can't hide the smoke from a wildfire. Rather than trying to carefully tame it and risk setting yourself alight, it's better to let it burn free.
When I helped you put on your little act, killing you in front of everyone, you left the sacrifice core to Hartman. That was intentional too, then?
Oh, yes. And it worked like a charm, didn't it? Now no one cares for me anymore, and all eyes are on
So you can like work
a
behind the
perfect
scenes.
situation for keeping the Ravenlock family in check while dealing a cutting blow to the Exaltists behind them.
Okay,
Another
very
crucial
clever.
point is Vivian and Phaethon. I must sever any ties they have with me or Mockingbird. Although I feel bad for Phaethon about what happened.
Yeah, you
But it
threatened
had to be
me,
done.
dude.
That's the only way they would be safe, allowing the plan to continue.
I noticed that you never turned your blade toward Master Proxy. So, those words you said back then were also...
Really? I didn't even notice
I
that
will
one
bloody
detail.
My hands. I will carry the weight of my sins. I will become the Abyss. Obviously, it was all an act. My acting has always been impeccable, as you know.
Hugo, you're taking such a tremendous risk. Why?
Would you believe me if I said it's for justice? But unfortunately, it's not. I want revenge on the Ravenlock family. And I will make sure that despicable excuse for a human being, Hartman, suffers a slow, torturous end.
Yes.
I also promised Vivian that I would help her investigate the whole thing with the Exaltists. That's all.
What?
You don't look too good. Is it your wounds?
No. This is the first problem I plan to resolve. Lycaon, do you have a place that is sufficiently discreet, quiet, and can take a lot of damage.
What the fuck does that mean? Lycaon leads Hugo to a small warehouse in Port Elpis. Hugo looks quite pleased with the palace place. After scanning the area for a moment, he sits down on a chair, pulls out some tape, rope, and ties himself up. So they're gonna act again.
What exactly are you doing?
Don't look at me like that. If I didn't have to do this, I wouldn't. Hartman recently obtained.
How the fuck did you tie both of your hands?
Likely from those crazy exaltists. After use, it allows control of the victim's mind. To some extent.
You were dosed with it.
To be more precise, Lycaon, I deliberately allowed Hartman to put this drug in my cup to facilitate our previous collaboration.
Bro, he is insane. Hugo tells Lycaon of what happened back in the private suite when he was negotiating with Hartman. The only reason Hartman agreed to work with him was because of this. Because he had drugged that red liquid. After that, every time Hugo and Hartman met up, the latter would always add a small dose of that drug into Hugo's cup and then ask questions, attempting to glean information.
After finding out about the good news,
Oh no!
is he gave me a very low dosage. Perhaps because he was afraid I might notice. After finding out about it, I quickly found someone to help analyze its composition.
So the drug was not lethal because there was only a low dosage of it.
There's a different medication that can delay its onset, preventing me from actually being under his control. I simply need to put on a show in front of my dear uncle. The bad news is that currently there is no antidote. When I delay those effects, however, they will accumulate and erupt when my body reaches its limit. It may even break my mind.
So that's why you said you're gonna die soon.
And that's exactly
Oh
what's
my.
happening now. I need to endure those accumulated consequences. So,
Why is Lycaon wet
lock
though?
myself in this room for however long that takes.
I just noticed
I've
he's
tied my limbs
dripping.
to prevent me from smashing this place or accidentally hurting myself.
Oh, because you might lose
Anyway,
control.
After you leave, do not open this door, no matter what.
What, are you gonna go into a rut or something?
And seeking professional medical assistance.
This is advice I received from a doctor. Or are you saying you don't believe I can make it? So, Lycaon, come find me here at the scheduled time. All you need to do is smile and await my victory.
What if I want to stop you?
You know you won't succeed. You never have. And you
Dude,
never will.
whenever you guys had a confrontation, he's been clapping your ass. What the fuck do you mean you never
Let's
will?
begin.
I understand.
What's gonna happen to Hugo?
Don't die, you stupid bastard.
Yeah, because you care about him deep down. After who knows how long, after enduring seemingly endless pain, Hugo finally awakens. The rope that bound him had come undone, though he didn't know when that had happened. Hugo checked himself over. Thankfully, he hadn't injured himself that badly while he was going crazy. After some time, Hugo straightens out his attire and tidies himself up. And what the fuck?
Is this because the side effects haven't
Dude,
worn
what
off
the
yet?
fuck did that drug contain?
Lycaon's late. I'm surprised. Or is something wrong with time itself?
Your perception of time, to be precise.
Looks like someone's over there. Might as well go ask.
This warehouse, bro, it's right by Port Elpis. It's all your fault. Why were you born with those eyes? If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be in this mess. I had made it. I endured for so long. All those years of planning. I was so close. You already agreed. You. Go and beg him to reconsider for me, okay? Tell him you'll do anything. Tell him to take me back. No, he won't want to see you now. You can't go and see him. Mother.
It's all your fault.
I
wish I had never given birth to you.
Ooh. That's fucked up. The woman's face is distorted with hatred, as if the person before her is not her child, but an enemy who destroyed her future. She blames all her misfortune on this innocent child. You know, it wasn't his fault he was born. It's because you couldn't help spread your legs for some man. Bitch.
He'll come back. We'll have another, more perfect child. One who will inherit the Ravenlock family bloodline. Then I'll be able to escape this pain. So, Hugo, for the sake of Mommy's happiness, just die, okay?
What the fuck is wrong with you? She raises her hand to reveal a pair of scissors, the tip gleaming with chilling light. She thrusts the sharp point toward Hugo's paler eye. Because yeah, he's like... Then she suddenly vanishes as if she had never existed at all. That must have been hard to hear.
I wasn't awake yet after all.
That's because you don't want to wake up again.
Oh?
Who are you?
I am you. Hidden deep within your heart. Your most true self. You want to kill her, don't you? Your so-called mother. Every time she beat you without reason, when she tried to gouge out your eyes, when she sold you into that hell, laughing all the while. You wanted to be the one to end her life. Why not admit your hatred? As you are, you can hunt her down and make her pay for the living hell of a childhood she made you suffer.
Yes, I hate her. I hate her because she was foolish and shallow, greedy and stupid. I hate her because she doesn't deserve to be a mother. She did everything she could to try and get into the Ravenlock family, believing she could live a life of luxury without having to do anything and never realizing she was a pawn, discarded from the very beginning. So she chose to blame me. Blame me for my heterochromia. Blame me for my very
That's the term, heterochromia.
existence. But I won't kill her, because I know it won't change anything. She was incapable.
And here I thought you killed your parents. I assumed it was just your dad you killed.
Have you been brainwashed by that dog?
Lycaon?
Keeping up the act of being some magnanimous and forgiving fool?
Don't compare us. I've simply come to understand love or hate. I make my own choices, and they have nothing to do with anyone else.
She sold you to the Ravenlock family for a huge sum of money. She used that money to start a new life.
That is all the way fucked up.
While she was indulging herself, you were going through hell in the Ravenlock Manor. Does it not torment you? Do you not feel the hatred? Do you not want to demand answers? Kill her, by killing her can you be truly free.
For a long time, I thought the same way. But now, well, I want to make a different choice.
Stop lying to yourself. You never had a choice. This weak-minded thinking will only lead you to failure. Like before, you'll be nothing but a worm, trampled into the dirt
Oh,
by
hi.
so-called elites. Do you still not get it? This is how the world is, and always has been.
Good. Thank you for asking. I'm still awake even though it's 5 a.m. for me already.
You end up being on the other end of the blade. If you want to change anything, you must first become the one who makes the rules. Just like that woman. The only reason she could treat us that way was because we were weak. So listen to me. Find that woman, kill her, and prove to this world your strength. It's what she deserves. Why forgive them? They don't deserve it.
I'm not forgiving them. Or rather, I don't care about them. They don't even matter, at least not yet.
You're my first viewer, Emily Rock says.
The one I
Thank
truly
you.
cannot forgive has never been someone else, but rather my weak, powerless.
But yeah, I
past
can't like
self
not
who
get
could
into
do
the story
nothing
because it's getting good.
but hide inside a closet and cry. I hate myself for having neither the strength nor the courage to resist. I hate myself for begging for so-called familial love, even after being treated so terribly. I hate that despite the pain of my wounds, I still hope to receive the carrot and not the stick. And that means you, correct? So, I forgive you.
So you've made peace with yourself then?
You'll regret this, fool. Your pretty words mean nothing. You will ultimately return here to me.
Okay. After an intense bout of dizziness, Hugo awakens in the dark warehouse. The ropes that bound him had come undone at some point. Hugo takes a deep breath of the damp air and stands up. Hugo straightens out his attire and tidies himself up. Then he opens the warehouse door.
I see. This is still an illusion.
Bro, when are you gonna snap out of it?
I wonder who's going to show up.
I thought the dosage the drug had on you was low. How is the side effects this bad? How are the side... My grammar isn't grammaring.
Hugo, let's play hide and seek. I'm already hiding.
It sounds like Vivian.
You'll find me, right? Like you always do.
Serena.
Oh. Why can't I turn my camera? Oh. Wait. Hold on a second. Yeah, I'm gonna end it here for now. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm faced with this technical difficulty. So yeah. Bye for now.